Hello and welcome. This is Julie Silver Stitches here on FlossTube and on Instagram. I'd like to welcome you for a FlossTube finish in 2026 plans video. Plans, not so much, but the plan to finish, that's what we're going with. So today is Friday, November 28th, 2025, and here's what I plan on finishing for my digital charts in 2026. So, new hair, thank you. Okay, so, in total, I think there are 8 projects. No, don't go to sleep. Technology. Okay, so in total there are 8 projects that are digital patterns, either full coverage or non-full coverage, that I plan on finishing between now and December 31st, 2026. So let's get started. I'm going to be inserting pictures, and here we go. So welcome if you're new. Thank you for subscribing. I've had a little bit of an uptick since my last video on Sunday. So, Monday? Hooray! Anyway, so let's get started. The first one up is Autumn Fairies. This is by Kate Middleton. It was a freebie by Heaven and Earth Design. It is no longer around. Very old freebie. If I am able to put in 32 stitches per day, 224 per week, this is going to be finished. That is the plan. I broke up all of my whips before all of that. We'll get back to that again. So I just went through for like the last however long it took and went through all my digital patterns, because those are the numbers that I am keeping track of, and figuring out how long it's going to take to get everything all finished. Everything digital. So we're going to run through 2026, because I don't want to bore you with this is going to be done in 2030. No, we're not doing that, because that video could be a very long time. So year by year, these will be my focus on a finish projects for this year. There will be working on everything else, I promise, because, I'm not going to be able to stick with 8 projects for a year. So just stay tuned. But for now, as of today, November 28th, here's the stack. So let's get started. Pretend I didn't tell you anything about the first project to begin with. So yes, there are 8 projects that I'm going to focus on a digital finish for. So this is by Karen Middleton. It's a freebie Autumn Fairies by Heaven and Earth Designs. It was a freebie a long time ago. This is where we're at. There are 11,375 stitches left. And so if I put in 32 stitches per day, or 224 stitches in a week, 7 days, then this should be done by December 31st, 2026. All right, next is Beginner Seashell. So this is a mini. It's by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's a chart that the artist is Kayomi Hirai. Still there as far as I know. And here we go. So right now, there are 11,048 stitches left to go. When I was stitching on this earlier than this week, I realized I am almost on this diagonal. Just for future reference, I'm not doing a whip parade right now, but I'm almost at the bottom of the chart. Like, this is the next to last diagonal before I get to the corner. So that's very exciting. Anyways, so if I do 31 stitches per day and 217 stitches a week, should be done by the end of the year. So that's where we're at for that one. Next up on the list is Fractal 53. This is by Cross Stitch Collectibles. And Fractal, go down the list. So there are, hold please, there are 12,418 stitches left in this one. And so if I am able to do 35 stitches per day or 245 stitches a week, that's where we'll get with this one. I've almost reached the top, I think, and that is the bottom. So I don't know about the almost reached the top, but we're definitely getting progress every time I work on it. But yes, if I put in 245 stitches a week into this, then it will be finished. And if I don't, then life happens. You know, for any of these projects, it'll just get carried on till 2027. But that's the plan. That's hard, it's almost set in stone plans. How I'm going to do it, that is to be determined. But I think it's going to be a wheel. But what games? I'll talk about all of that in another episode. But I don't know. I can't decide. That is where Julie comes into play. Okay. The next one up is, if I did this right, Never Quit. This is by Stitchery Stitch on Etsy. I don't know if it's still there. This has been a couple of years now. I'm doing this on a blue Aida. I haven't been telling you anything about the other fabrics, but we're not going to start now. What are we doing? Never Quit. Never Quit. This has 4,914 stitches left. So clearly it was going to be done by the end of 2026. 14 stitches per day is what all I need to do, or 98 stitches a week. So I figure if I do it like almost like a daily 100 on this, or a weekly 100 even, well, a weekly 100 for sure, but not that I feel like I'm going to put in 14 stitches a day, because that seems silly. So I think, yes, I think I am going to go for the goal of whatever the per week stitches are. I'll let you know that for sure. I kept my phone on activated, not airplane, so I just got a text message and my family is trying. It's a whole thing. Okay, next is Pokemon Starters. This is by Cross and Floss on Etsy. Pretty sure it's still there because yes, I think it's still there. Anyways, Pokemon Starters has 12,407 stitches left, and this is where we're at for that one. So 34 stitches a day, or 238 stitches a week. That's not true. Nope, 238 stitches a week. You want to know something fun? There's another project, also 238 stitches a week, but it's not going to be due until 2027. If I plan on doing those other projects, I'll chip away at them over the year, but not my focus. So I'd like to decrease my amount of full cover or digital charts, just so that I can start new digital charts without feeling guilty that I haven't finished the old ones yet. Just trying to get you a better picture of where we're at. So, not saying that I'm not going to continue working on some of these over December, but past that, so then my totals will go down. I'll do another, just before I'm not going to do another tally video, but I will do another tally so that I can actually know the right numbers before December 31st, so that I'm not overstitching. Well, if I overstitch, then, it's not bad. It's a good thing, because then it'll just be done sooner, right? All right. This is See You Later. So if I don't manage on getting it finished by the end of 2025, which I kind of still am. I have a plan. But if I don't, there are going to be 6,451 stitches left. This is a chart on Etsy by a company or a designer called Happiness. So I have added stitches to this since you last saw it, but here we are right now. We're still working in the middles, but yes, 18 stitches a day next year if I am not able to finish it this year, and so 126 stitches a week. So that's not too shabby. Definitely doable. Definitely doable to finish this year too, but if I don't. Two more things. So, first thing up so far is something that you all absolutely love, and you never want me to finish working on it, but it's going to be done at some point. So, if, again, I don't magically finish it this year, which I probably won't, because there are, where is it? There are 8,264 left on this beautiful piece of art. It is Holding Straight. It's so big. Watching the World Go By Lucy Pittaway. It is now retired, but c'est la vie. And you can get it on Bossy Threads if you choose to. But this would be 23 stitches a day, or 161 stitches a week. So definitely doable. Yeah. Because I'll go into my December plans after this. Maybe I'll wait for this. I don't know if I'm going to be here on Sunday. So this might be my Sunday episode. And I might film something else right after this to tell you about what my December plans are. But post it first, so who knows when everybody's going to see things. Anyways, okay. Or I might just post everything today. So this is the last project that is expected to try to be finished in 2026. This is White Mandala 3 by Magnolia Handcraft. I don't think I can find it on Etsy anymore, so I don't think it's there. But I'm using all the things. You've seen it before. There are 8,053 stitches left on this one. If I just turned it over, you would have been able to see it. I didn't have to unfold it. Okay. All right, so here we are. So yes, there are 8,053 stitches left for this. So 22 stitches per day. So that is 154 stitches a week. Doable. So I might, because there are 8, it would be super great if I could finish one before the end of the year, because then I would have 7, so I would work on focus on a finished piece that's different every single day of the week. I do have a plan to finish this and gift it for Christmas, so this might be off of the list by the time the end of 2025 comes. That's the plan. So that's been the plan since I started that. So I'm just doing whatever I haven't finished yet. So that's how that ended up being on the 2026 plans. But in reality, I feel like it's going to be a finish in 2025. But past that, so far, I hope you have a great day. For my American viewers, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. And welcome Christmas. Welcome the winter Christmas season for a lot of us who are now fully engaged in Christmas, even though it doesn't look like Christmas around here because cats. Anyways, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see everyone in the next video. Sparkle and shine. Bye, everybody.